Right then, hello there. Who have we got in the chat? How's everybody doing? Y'all ready for some Warhammer? Hey, Hazel. How you doing in the YouTube chat? Skull Candy's here in the Twitch chat. Good to have you here, good sir. Yazel. What have you been up to? Out and out? Should we get the camera on? Start doing a little bit of Warhammering, why not? Hello there. Hazel's not been doing too much. How about you, Skull Candy? You been up to much? How's your day going so far? Hazel is ill. Not good. Quite a few people getting ill at the minute with the changing temperatures. Hopefully you will feel a little bit better soon, and hopefully this stream can soothe your evening. Just plugging away, trying to get a bid wrapped up before Thursday. Okay, is that the deadline set by the company, or have you set that for yourself? What have you got planned after Thursday? What games are you going to play, by the way? I'm going to be doing some painting. I'll be painting this, which we started on yesterday's stream. Then maybe putting together some Warhammer. Painting some Warhammer. Have you any interest in Warhammer, Yazel? General contractor. More bids. Schedule is always full. Okay. Busy is good. Busy is good. Major Havoc is here as well. Major Havoc, good to have you here. How's it going, good sir? Hey, JJ's here as well. What's shaking, buddy? Okay, School Candy's working, lurking. Nice. Andra is Czech and Andrew is English. Okay. Andrew, good to have you here. So we've got School Candy, we've got Andrew, we've got JJ, we've got Major Havoc. Got a good group straight in, early doors. We've only just started and you guys are already here, so I appreciate that. How have you all been? JJ, how's your day been? Major Havoc, what about you? Whoops, just put a lovely little bit of blue eyeshadow on the skull to cover that up at some point. Just putting loads of layers of blue on this just to really give it that bold colour. And if we get bits on the skull, it's fine because we'll tidy the skull up afterwards. See if we can get a bit in there. Major Havoc is doing good. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm alright, thank you, mate. JJ is doing great. More camping supplies in the mail. Nice. What have you got, JJ? You going out this weekend? Okay, well, how's the preparation going? And just so everybody knows, I'm a small YouTuber. Nice one, Andrew. Good to have you here. Watching another small YouTuber. Just got 10 subs, nice. Right, what should we paint today? What shall we paint? Is there anything in particular anyone wants to see painted today? Got a lantern, a tarp and a bear bag to safely store food in. Nice. Good stuff. I can't see anything that I particularly feel like painting. Hey, JJ subbed. Thank you, JJ. Don't know if that was just now or recently, but it's just popped up on my feed, so thank you for that. So I think I might assemble something this evening. Is there a particular faction anybody wants to see? Or shall I just grab something and get started? We've got an even number of people on the Twitch and the YouTube right now as well. It's neck and neck in the competition between the red and the purple. Haha, it's Tuesday, innit? I don't even remember saying Tuesday. How do you make those things? So this is a 3D print. So I used a 3D printer to make this. .3D printer, sounds cool, yeah. I got a 3D printer a couple of weeks ago, so I've been sort of learning what to do with it. This is one of the things I decided to make. Although you can see I've got a lot of blue over the skull now, we're going to need to tidy that up. Which we will. So, what are people working on today? Anyone painting? Anyone assembling? Can the skull be a little grey? Yeah, I think I'll, when I paint the skull, I'll give it a grey, beige kind of colour. We'll see. And in between painting the skull, I'm going to paint this, which is a venom crawler from the Chaos Space Marine Army. So let's give this a bit of a go, shall we? Firstly, I'm going to put a little bit of grey on the bottom. A bit of a grey dry brush. As soon as I find my grey paint. Where is my grey paint? This is the question. so unorganised. That looks great. Yeah, that is not. There we go. Got there in the end. Give it a bit of a shake. And then we'll paint this spiky spider. So have you ever even heard of Warhammer before, Andrew? Have you ever seen any of these models? What colour scheme? Black and red. Because this is part of my Chaos Army, and the Chaos Army I have is, whilst it's undivided, it leans towards Khorne, the blood god. So we paint it black and red, which I'm sure you will agree is a lovely colour scheme. Doing a matte black trim. I was going to do the trim red and fill the inside black. But do you think I should invert it? Red inside, black trim. Decisions. Same set as the big dragon, it is. Yes, it is. Which is a good point. That's got black trim. But I do invert it, so some of my chaos is black with red and some of it's red with black. So it wouldn't look out of place. Who knows? Who knows? This grey is not particularly light, so what I might do is dry brush grey and then white before putting any colour on it, just to pick out the highlights. Yeah, definitely going to need some white on here. My other grey is quite a lot lighter than this one, but that's run out. Hence me opening this one. Also, I've probably used a slightly bigger brush than I should have done. But we learn, don't we? We live and we learn. That is the idea. Now I know. So we'll do grey with the big brush and then white with the little brush. Probably makes some sense. Yeah, definitely too dark, this grey. This is not a particularly useful colour. But we'll go white next, and that'll pick out all the highlights. Sometimes it's better to put even a dark grey on so that the white really shows up. It's not always easy to paint directly onto black. Right. Here we go. So what are people saying? Just got some good news on a phone call now. The day just keeps getting better. JJ, what's going on? Good news. We like that around here. It would look good if you put the red like on those things, on the fangs or something like that. Okay, yeah. I like it. It's definitely going to have quite a bit of red on it, I think. Well, what I could do is do silver next, so get all these silver bits. And then do the white. What, is the white going to go over the silver? Do I do silver or white next? Decisions. Hopefully you can see that like the grey is kind of picked up and kind of given a bit of contrast between the black and the grey. See it on the leg there like that. Missed a spot. Repeat. You said it twice, so I'll read it twice. It would look good if you put red on those fangs or something like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put a bit of red on. Bit of red. Quite a lot of red. I just don't know whether to do the silver colour next or the white. Decisions. I think white. I think do white. Then silver, then red. Then black. Yeah, why not? Let's get some silver in the palette. Shake up the paint. Oh, YouTube is beating Twitch now. Got more people on YouTube than we have Twitch. Red is beating purple. Not everything in life is a competition. I don't like that one. I feel like that's shiny enough. I want like silver, not gunmetal silver. What have we got? Shining silver. Now this sounds better. Hell yeah, JJ on Team YouTube. We've got Andrew learning to count. Thank you for all the numbers, Andrew. If you ain't first, you're last. First of the losers, that's me. Right, okay. This looks better. This looks promising. Could be onto a winner here. Right, I'm going to use this one. Where's my... got a small dry brush somewhere around these parts. Yeah, one of these two I'll use for the white. Until then, we're going to do some silvery goodness. This is a great silver. This is exactly the silver I wanted, nice and bright. Right, let's silver it up. Hopefully you'll see it start to transform. See that? See it start to get a shine? Sunshine. Pick a number between 0 and 20. 19. Average age of the combat soldier in Vietnam. No, 19. 19. No, 19. 19. Oh dear, Andrew's screen has gone black. Can everybody else see? Everybody else still see the stream? Hazmat is here. How long have you been painting minis? Nearly 2 years. How about you, Hazmat? Painted your first today. Very nice. What have you gone for? Here is a link to the Discord for those of you who want to send your minis into the Discord. We like to share in there. Sharing is caring. You'll be more than welcome in the Discord. Painted your first today and it was a grey Hunter Space Marine. Nice. Try refreshing the app, Andrew. See if that helps. So Hazmat, did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the painting? Which do you prefer more, the painting or the assembling? I like painting better, but assembling was pretty fun too. Nice. Well, there's a link in the chat there to the Discord, and we invite the people from the chat to post their minis. We've got people that have just started, we've got people that have been doing it a while, people that make their own scenery. Hey, you've joined, thank you. So what got you into Warhammer then, Hazmat? Shake up the white, get a little bit of a white dry brush going. And then we'll start to get a bit of red. Guys at the hobby store had a free sample and they gave it to me. Ah, nice. Just working and watching on my second monitor. Whereabouts are you from then, Hazmat? If you're still at work, I'm guessing it's America, Canada, something like that, perhaps? Ohio. Nice. USA. USA. Got some more Americans in the chat again today. I seem to be a lot more popular in America than I am in England. Thank you for being here. So, did you just get the free mini or have you bought any? Do you plan on buying any? What does the future of Warhammer look like for you? Because you can't just have one, you've got to get it a friend. So you plan on buying some more? You're hooked already? Good stuff. Let the pile of grey plastic build. Got a whole pack of Marines, 10 in total, lots to practice on. Nice. I look forward to seeing them in the Discord. Hey, we can always paint some Marines in the stream. I think today will be a Venom Crawler. Venom Crawler kind of day, but I've got plenty of Marines that need painting, that is for sure. Okay, I think I've picked out the majority of the highlights now. So now we need to give it some proper colour. Do you know, I might give the metal another once over, really make it really shiny. go, shine up the metal. And then what we'll do is at the end we'll put a little black wash over it so it's not too shiny. There's a fine line between the shines, that is for sure. So Hazmat, do you think you'll start to have some battles? Have you got some friends you can play with, or perhaps go and find some at your local hobby store? Right, highlights are now done. We'll give that some time to dry, and then we'll bust out the red and start giving it some colour. Pretty sure there is a club in my town I can hook up with. Nice. That should be good. Some good fun. So have you chosen Space Wolves as your first faction, or are you gonna pick a different Space Marine faction and Space Wolves was just the first one you had? So this is my little thing I'm working on. Little bust. So I'm just going to fill in some of the black. Where is my black? See, the problem when you don't put your paints back where they live is you end up with paints everywhere. Right, let's shake up a black. Don't know yet, haven't thought that far ahead. Well, the best rule to follow is the rule of cool. Just have a look at some different models, and if you think, oh, that looks cool, and that's the one for you. It's the best way to think about it. Rule of cool, baby. Put this over here. Far too much black, although technically I'll use the black for the Venom Crawler, not just the bust, so it should be okay. Water it down. Don't forget to thin your paints, very useful. And try not to overload your paintbrush, which is something I'm very good at. My paintbrush never has the right amount of paint on it. Okay, let's see if we can get in here. Into the nooks and the crannies and the crevices. It's like playing a game of Operation, this is. I feel like I'm going to get an electric shock. Bzzz. JJ started a skirmish club at their local library. Nice. And it's free. Free is the best kind of cost. Not much in the world of Warhammer is free. You can get your first mini for free to get you hooked. And everything else. It's dollar bills, y'all. Cash rules everything around me. Green get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. I'm still looking forward to Hazmat posting their minis in the Discord. Are you working on anything today, JJ? How about Major Havoc, who was in the chat earlier? You working on anything? Or just chilling? think I'll paint the base at a different time. We'll just stick to the head for now. I'm going to have to tidy the edges up with some white. JJ is working on some fantasy scatter terrain from XPS Foam. Yeah, your favourite material. Nice. Sounds good, man. Yeah, you got some serious terrain in your arsenal. We've seen a lot of it on the Discord, which is pretty cool. Did you see my 3D printed terrain yesterday on the stream, JJ? Missed a bit with the black. This should be black. There we go. It's got a bit of a zenithal highlight, my 3D terrain now, which is only because I sprayed it black and then ran out of black, so I had to do the top layer of it grey. Hey, we're on 81 subs. Nice. Getting close to the 100. So that will be in, what is it, 7 weeks of streaming Warhammer, starting on 1 day a week, and now we're up to 3 as of this week. Already flying up the sub table. I like it. Thank you, guys. Let's see if we can tidy this white up, shall we? Ooh, picked some black up. Not what we meant to do. I did see the train, it came out really nice. Yeah, that's I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm gonna have to you know, like paint some extra shades and put a bit of a wash in there and stuff, but not at all bad for a first attempt in my eyes. And I also think this guy's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Take the blue nose away from him. He looks a little bit cold as things currently stand. Not quite blue nose weather just yet. Oh, white has all leaked into the eye. That's one thing with this this plastic. It doesn't like the paint just rolls off it sometimes. Almost need to. I figured I should have sanded it. I think that's where I went wrong. But we know for next time, don't we? I finally found you again. Welcome back, Andrew. Have you not subbed? If you subscribe, you can find me nice and easy. Right, let's let that dry a little bit. Oh, actually, I need to do a little bit in the Space Marine eye. Because I want to try and put a fluorescent colour in there at some point. Right, let that have a bit of drying time. I realise it's leaked quite a lot, so that's not ideal. That was the first try, very well done, thank you. I'd like a 3D printer, but I don't have the space or proper ventilation. Yeah, my ventilation's not great. I've got a HEPA filtered air filter behind the printer, so that's sucking up most of the badness. But I'm going to look for a proper ventilated enclosure to put around it at some point. I think that's probably a decent idea. Right. Should we put some... what red shall I use? I think I'm going to go Mephiston red, and then if I need to I can put Scarlet over the top. Bum 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 bum. Well, there's not a great deal in there, is there? Don't know if I'll even get anything out of that. What I might do is just put a little bit of water in that and give it a shake. BRB. I said a little bit of water. And I've accidentally put in half of a lake. I don't think that's gonna work. Well, soon gonna find out. Basically, it's just gonna act a bit like a contrast paint, right? A particularly runny contrast paint. Well, let's just give it a go, and if it's problematic, we'll use something else. Nah, that's going on okay, isn't it? Maybe this is where I've been going wrong all this time. Actually going on really nicely. Oh, well, you learn something new every day. I just don't think it's going to dry quite as brightly as it's going on, that's the only thing. So Andrew, what are you up to, dude? How's it going in Czech? I don't know why I've done this to myself, painting all this trim after only recently completing my Helldrake. But here we go again. Well, it's looking okay so far, right? Nice bit of colour going on there. Did get a nice 3D printed dice dungeon lately. I'm finishing the touch-up painting now. Nice, that'd be cool to see. So if it's 3D printed, does it go in the 3D printing section of the Discord, or does it go in the models and miniatures section? Oh, the dilemma. That looks wicked cool, Olmeth. A wild model, yeah, for sure. Venom Crawler. I really like this guy. Any spiky monsters, I'm a fan of.
This is not the end, she says. She's drenched in blood.
That's how you get rid of bubbles. Blow 'em. Yeah, it's very, very watery, but it's going on reasonably well. And any bleed onto the black will just cover up when we paint black anyway, so not at all shabby really. And because it's so thin, it should go into those crevices quite nicely. Oops, that was a big splodge. Not my best work. Not too bad though, that. Not too bad. Not bad for a first layer. We'll second layer we'll do in a slightly lighter red, which will really make it pop. But this is just kind of a watered down. Let the highlights show through once it dries. Hey, we're back up to even numbers, Twitch versus YouTube. Thank you all for being here. If you have any questions or suggestions or just want to get involved, by all means. Use the chat function that is there, that's what it's there for. Oh, the joys of painting Chaos Trim. Why do I do this to myself? Who knows? This is my blood for the blood god. It's nice when you paint a line that matches all the way back up to the other side. That's a whole lot of trim. Does anybody else hold their breath when they're painting minis? Just realised I was out of breath. I've not even done anything. Then I don't hold my breath and I splodge paint everywhere. Clean that up quite nice. Go again. Right, so we're getting some red on there. Off to a good start. Hey, we got Casper in the YouTube chat. Dag nabbit! Just dunked my brush in my coffee. Yeah, I either try and dip my brush in my coffee or try and drink my water. Did that like crazy in college with your artwork. Yeah, you gotta have one on either side at the very least. So Casper, what are you working on, my dude? Thank you for being here and getting involved in the chat.
What the fuck do you mean? Why are you always criticizing? It's your life that much you improve, so go do what you want and go do what you do. No. You're slipping away. Do you realize how you've been acting recently? It's not my problem that you feel so confused. Why is this always about you? And I'm flipping through the pages, saying where does it say this? You say it's not that easy. Oh, why don't you just believe me? I got a problem with the way you've been running around recently. It's taking everything I got not to knock out your teeth. You say you got it together, then why you always crying? Never thought I'd have this conversation, baby. There's no snakes in Ireland.
JJ's posted a couple of pics in the Discord. Nice. Casper is working on some Bulgarins. I don't even know what they are, Casper.
Ever since you walked away from me, and I still can't find any proof as to where
Casper,
what snakes do. Oh my God, I must have been through every book in the
you've posted some stuff in the Discord. Nice. I like it. So that's what a Bulgarin looks like. Nice. Pretty cool shields they are. I like them. Scatter terrain from XPS foam. Nice, done a good job there, man. Got a really nice effect out of that. Are some of those gonna be treasure chests? That's what they kind of look like to me. And a dice dungeon. Nice, I like it. I like it.
And I'm flipping through the pages, saying where does it say this? You say it's not that easy. Oh, why don't you just believe me? I got a problem with the way you've been running around recently. It's taking everything I got not to knock out your teeth. You say you got it together, then why you always crying? Never thought I'd have this conversation. Never thought that it'd last this duration. As your train pulls away from the station, you scream, baby, there's no snake.
Thanks, Olmeth. Yeah, no worries, man. It's quite the talent you've got. So are they going to end up as treasure chests? Are you going to put some sort of gold lock on them or anything like that? Or am I seeing something that isn't there? Not bad, right, so far? Can you tell what it is yet? Gonna add details to make them more chest-like. Yes, nice. Treasure markers for skirmish games. I like it. I like it. Pretty happy with that leg as a first attempt, as a first layer of red. Looking pretty strong. That looks like a cyborg. Oh, do you mean the Bulgarins? Got that kind of vibe to them, haven't they? They're kind of like ogre troll kind of thing. Hey, hey! It's Jeremy! Bonsoir, Jeremy! How's your day been so far, Jeremy? Are you good? Survived a French and science exam. Très bien. Good stuff, man. What kind of science was it? Was it biology, physics, chemistry, or a bit of all of them? Chemistry. Nice. I wasn't particularly good at science at school. Very average. Didn't really have much interest in science. Which is your favourite out of the sciences? JJ has gone to go and get caffeine. At this time? It's nearly bedtime. Wow, I've done a very messy job on this leg. That's going to need some tidying up. But all in all, this is going pretty well for saying how much water I had to put into my paint to even get any of it to come out. It's not hindered me too much how wet this has been. Mechanical engineering, wow. Clever guy then, Jeremy. Clever guy. So much trim, doing the chaos is so much trim. Did you see the rules for my game I posted on Discord? I've seen that you've posted them, I haven't had a chance to read them yet. But as soon as I get some time to give to the rules, I'll have a look, have a read. Do you want any feedback, or do you just want me to read them? Do you want any suggestions, or... Feedback will be fun. Since the only person that ever played the game was me and my little brother. Okay. Yeah, I'll have a read. As soon as I get some time. Maybe later on the stream if you like. We'll see where we get to with all this trim. What's this unit? So this is a Venom Crawler from Chaos Space Marines. What do you think? Do you like it? You must tell it's Chaos from the fact that it's got infinite amounts of trim. Which I'm somewhat butchering. Yeah, posted in the Ozone the rules for Jeremy's game that he's creating. From memory, it is some elves from another planet in the not too distant future come to Earth and meet the humans and enslave them. But then there is a rebellion. It's always the elves. Right, we're getting there. The leg trim is nearly complete. This brush needs a bit of care and attention. We've got another brush we can use. Ooh. Where are all my brushes gone? Hey, dear me. How do I lose things so easily? I guess I'll just have to maybe use this one, see how we get on. That's not going to work. I could even use... This one could be okay, let's give it a go. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. It's starting to get a little bit watery now. Maybe that brush is not so good for the for that paint. Oh, School Candy's back. Do you like? I've painstakingly put some red on the trim. Starting to get there now. Just working our way around slowly but surely. And then we'll pick another red and do it all again on tomorrow's stream. Which bad guy faction that does not have an army would you like to have an army soon? Personally, it will be the Traitor Guards. Okay. I don't even know what the choices are. And it doesn't seem to matter what you want them to do, they're just going to release more Space Marines. Did you see the new Space Marine Combat Patrol that got announced? Actually looks like a pretty reasonable box, to be fair, might get it. I like that they're releasing an Ultramarine pack as well, you know, for the like shoulder guards and stuff. I actually looked for that last time I was in Warhammer World because I just thought, oh, they must have one. I didn't realise it hadn't even been created yet. Hot take, Combat Patrol is bad. Why do you think that? I've got loads of Combat Patrols. I think I've got 10 Combat Patrols. I think they're a nice budget way to start an army, for sure. And it's a nice, quick, easy to understand version of the game, in my opinion. It was Combat Patrol that got me back into Warhammer after many, many years. So much trim. God, should we paint that? think it beats the point of having your own thing. I think it kind of it eliminates the not knowing where to start aspect, which is good. And the boxes are discounted, which means it's a cheaper entry into the hobby as well. Because you don't have to stick with the combat patrol forever, but I think it's a good entry to the hobby. Kind of teaches you what that particular faction does well and not so well quite quickly. Do you not own any combat patrols then? Or have you bought some that you regret buying, perhaps? Now, do I paint? How much do I go for it with the red? That's the question. See, I'm thinking of painting these bits under the spikes red. What do we reckon? Like, for example, in my Lamenters list, I run Assault Intercessor, Tactical Squad, Aggressor Squad, Vanguard, Veteran Squad, Sanguinary Priest, Captain with Jump Pack, I Kit Bashed. Photo soon to be on Discord, nice. And a Predator Annihilator. Okay. You don't own a combat patrol, okay. Well, I've got 10. I like him, I like the game mode. But not everything is for all the people. And we can still be friends. You can't please all of the people all of the time. Because don't get me wrong, I don't only have combat patrols, I've got vast armies. I just like the combat patrol as a starting point. Yeah, I'm quite pleased I painted those bits red. I think it makes it stand out a bit more. Could even have done red and black stripes. Could look cool. Maybe I will. Who knows? Rule of cool, do what I want. And you can't stop me. But as you said, different things for different people. Yeah, that's exactly it. So what do you think of the... do you dislike the Age of Sigmar equivalent as well? What's it called? A Vanguard, is it? Is it Vanguard? I've got one somewhere. Don't really know Age of Sigmar. Okay. I heard Spearhead was easy to get into. Yeah, I think that's the point, is like entry level, kind of gives you a base army, a bit like Combat Patrol. So I've got the Khorne Spearhead, which I can also use in 40k. See, I really like that. I like that I've got models I can use in both Sigma and 40k. So then, what do we think so far to this guy? Is he passing the rule of cool check? I think it's pretty cool so far. You are quick, bro. Yeah, I'm just slap chopping. Slap chopping. I'm more like getting things done than I do being tremendously accurate. Especially at this stage, because there's still a second layer of red to go on, and all of this stuff that I'm painting, I can fill the black in when I do the black bit, so it doesn't matter too much. Kind of just giving me a guideline. Yeah, I think that should be red as well. Very small bit of red. Get the tiny brush out. It is really cool. Better than anything I've ever done. Wow, thank you, Jeremy. Although, if you follow the steps, you can probably achieve the same thing, right? The same on the other side now. Right, let's get some red. Right, there we go. So we got our first layer of red on there. JJ has decent brush control, though I'm a slow painter. I think the best painters are the slow ones. I'm just a bit of a rusher. I've got big chunky hands that are a bit shaky, especially if I've had a lot of coffee. But one thing I have learnt to do, or two things, and they kind of link into each other, is one, don't use a really small brush. It's better to use a slightly bigger brush. Because two, you should not overload your brush. So what I was doing is I was picking a really, really small brush and then putting loads and loads of paint on it. So what I've started doing now is getting a slightly bigger brush and putting a little bit less paint on it. And that makes a really big difference. Jeremy does not like painting tanks. Okay. I think the first model I painted when I got back into Warhammer last year was a Chaos Rhino. JJ's going to throw his tank into the Discord. Nice. Come on, Jeremy, chuck it up. Put it on the internet. I'll end up on a Thin Your Paints video. I've got plenty of chunky painted models, don't worry about that. I made the mistake of putting on my custom painted Gundams online and got burnt down bad. I'll never burn any of you down, don't worry about that. You put your stuff in the Discord and we'll celebrate the positives. If people want me to help them, I can help them. If not, I'll just compliment the positives. It's a yellow brick, slowly fading to green and grey with random spots of paint everywhere. Nice. So Gundam is like Japanese Tau. Easiest way to put it. Or is Tau English Gundam? Who knows? Right, let's have a quick look in the Discord. So we've had someone called Sydney join the Discord. Are you here in the chat, Sydney, or is this a bot that I shouldn't give permissions to? Wow, Casper. Stormcast Eternals. They look awesome, mate. I really like those. Done a great job. Wow. Even that little cottage is really cool. Only got tempted one time with AOS. Yeah, you've done such a cool job of that, man. That's really good. That's levels above my painting, that's for sure. GG. And we have a tank. Whose is this tank? JJ, my one and only tank. I like it. I like what you've tried to do with the turrets, where you've made that kind of like hot metal effect. That's cool, I like it. Good job. Gundam is... Oh, they're making Gundam into a skirmish next year, is that right? Thanks, that's my fave part. Yeah, I like that. I tried to do that on a Space Marine, on my Infernus Marine. Yeah, I tried to let me see if you can see that. Looking at it though, I think I need to put like a metal more of a metal colour over the top of it. I just did it with purple and red, and it probably just needs that little, maybe even a bit of dry brushed silver over the top would look good. But yeah, that's me trying to do the hot metal look. Oh, Hazmat is excited for the Gundam. See, Gundam, like, I don't feel like it was popular until like the last few months. It's like Gundam has become really popular out of nowhere. In fact, I saw a load of Gundam models in Forbidden Planet, which is like a collectible shop in England. And YouTube is beating Twitch right now. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. That was my first attempt at hot metal. Okay, Gundam is the new hotness. The new kid on the block. Although the new kid on the block. The Gundam's been a thing though for a long, long time, right? Is the model finished for now? Yeah, this one, we'll carry on with this in tomorrow's stream. So let's see what we can do. Let's tidy up some more of this. Hopefully this is a bit more dry now and I can carry on with the white. Try and tidy it up where we've had a bit of blue, a little bit of blue. Yeah, it's interesting the way that this takes paint. Like the paint almost just rolls off it in certain places. It's probably because I didn't leave the blue to dry before I started doing the white. It probably didn't help. The blue is probably still not dry, if we're honest. Doesn't dry as quickly as it does on a miniature, that's for sure. We don't need it to be perfect white because we're going to go over the top of it with some bony colours. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Gundam's been out forever, but on YouTube it's just getting hot. Louise Sugden from Rogue Hobbies had a hand in it. Okay. Okay, so JJ's saying that Jeremy's Wargame has got some relatable units in there. That's nice. I'll have a read of that at some point when I get some time. Tell you what, I wonder if I can paint the eye. What do we reckon? Should we give it a go? Shall we give it a go? Shake it up. Shake, 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 shake. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get this in the eye how I want it to be. Looks okay, right? Just need to make the skull more scully, which we can do tomorrow. And this is why a wet palette is so useful. So you can see all of my colours I've used today and yesterday. And we'll put the lid on this. And that will keep till tomorrow. That is going to be so sick when you're done, Olmeth. Do you like it? Yeah, I'm kind of... I think it looks pretty cool. Just need to get some scully colours on the skull, rough it up a bit, then paint the base. Because I can't paint the base and the head at the same time, because I'll get in all sorts of mess, all sorts of trouble. Really like the green eye, thank you. Yeah, I think it's it's looking pretty cool. Yeah, give it another. I've just got to let things dry. That's my problem. I get so excited, I chuck all the paint on and all the paint merges together and I end up with a right mess. Hey, we're back to even on Twitch versus YouTube. Thank you all for being here. If there's anyone that hasn't got involved yet, by all means, give me a shout. Let me know you're there. I'm going to 3D print a new holder for all my paints, I think, at the weekend. I think because my holder isn't big enough, I end up with paints all over the place. And that should solve some of my messiness. Sleeve some of the cards from yesterday, and then we'll pull some more. Let's put them in some sleeves. Keep them all nice and shiny. What do you think to the artwork on these cards? I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. And each one's got like a load of writing on the back about the card, which is nice. It's a nice little collection. It's like buying lots of little artworks. They're pretty reasonably priced as well. JJ, you just bought a new paint rack. Okay, MDF. Yeah, I've got the... I don't really want to pick it up, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Can you see this? If I hold it there? That's what I have at the minute. But yeah, I'm going to replace that at the weekend with a 3D printed one that's specific to my needs. But I tell you what, I do really like the MDF one. It is nice, but I don't want to have the Citadel paints. I want to have a just one that just takes the little pots, the Vallejo Army Painter ones. Citadel paints are a nightmare for getting the paint out. It's almost like they make you use more paint so that you have to buy more paint. Conspiracy theory. Those cards are sweet. Yeah, I think they're awesome, man. They've got really nice artworks on them. Good variety of units from a good variety of armies. There we go, got the Dark Apostle shiny from yesterday. Bloodletters of Khorne, Khorne being my favourite of the Chaos Gods. Hammerhead gunship, nice. We had a big Necron guy in the chat yesterday. I can't remember what his name was now. Posted in the Discord. Black Templars, my first ever army. Space Wolves. Space Wolves is Hazmat, right? The Space Wolf Collector. I made Army Painter my brand over the summer. Yeah, Army Painter and Vallejo. Army Painter has very, very good contrast paints. I really like their contrast paints. But seeing as Vallejo and Army Painter and most other paints come in the same sized pot, I think my new paint rack will fit them all, which will be good. Hey, Hazmat. Did you see the card? The Space Wolf card? I'll tell you what, let's open some more cards for the end of the stream. I'm going to end the stream in the next few minutes. I'm just pretty tired today, so going to end it a little bit earlier than usual. But we got some good stuff done. So to recap, we got the red lines on this guy. Some trim. Nicely trimmed up. And then we worked on this 3D model, which I think eventually is going to look pretty cool. Once I tidy it up a little bit. And then we shall now pull some cards for our Warhammer 40k Dark Galaxy collection. JJ likes Papa Nurgle. Yeah, I get torn between Khorne and Nurgle. I've recently purchased a Death Guard album as army as well, so I've got that on the to-do list. J Blanche paints from AP. Okay, looks like we've got some J Blanche fans in the chat. And Hazmat says that it looks sick. Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the streams. I'll be here every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday for the foreseeable future. Good to have you all joining in the Discord and in the chat. So, let's open a couple of packs of Dark Galaxy. What are you hoping to see? What artwork do you want to see pulled out of these two packs? You're looking forward to me doing Death Guard, okay. I'll put Death Guard next on the list then, JJ. Could you read my rules for next stream, please? Yeah, I tell you what, next stream, which is tomorrow, we will start the stream with a review of the rules. Okay, Jeremy? Is that okay? Because I want to give them some good time. Make sure we have the time to read them. Yeah, no worries, JJ. So, I'm going to open these two packs. What do you want to see? What do you think will be cool to pull from these packs? I would like to see. I wonder if there's a Great Unclean one in there. Would that be in there, or do you think that's too much Age of Sigmar? Maybe an Angron or a Lord of Skulls? Orcs. You want to see some orcs? Okay. Our chapters featured in the pack. Yeah, you can see in the background, look. All the different sorts of things that are in there. Many different chapters. Lamenters. Well, we may get Blood Angels. I don't know if there'll be Lamenters, but we will find out. Pack number 1. Let's have a look, shall we? Mortarion. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be very cool indeed. Right. Put the first two to the back because they're usually the shinies. And let's have a look, shall we? Okay, Adeptus Mechanicus. Harlequin Skyweavers. Hey, orcs, there you go. Rucker Truck Squig Buggy. I think that's a duplicate. I think we already have that. Star Weaver. That's almost definitely a duplicate. In fact, this pack is almost exactly the same as the pack we pulled yesterday on stream. Yep, Piranha was in that pack as well. Our shinies are the Harlequin Solitaire and the Dark Angels, Grandmaster of the Deathwing. Okay. That's pretty cool. But lots of duplicates in there, which I'm not happy about. We do not want duplicates. Okay, pack number 2. We're looking for Blood Angels for Jeremy. And more Orcs for JJ. Or maybe even a Mortarian. Oops, spoiled that. Pretend you didn't see that. Okay, we got an Imperial Fist. Good start. Tyranids. I like Tyranids. Gene Stealer. I've got some Gene Stealers in my latest Combat Patrol. That's a duplicate from yesterday. Orcs Gorkanaut. Black Templars. That's a duplicate from yesterday. These two packs are almost exactly the same as yesterday. That's a duplicate from yesterday. There are nearly 500 cards to collect. How have I got this many duplicates? Hey, there's the Space Wolves for Hazmat. And the final card, Thousand Suns. Nice. It's cool how it's got all this stuff on the back. So it tells you like Scarab Occult Terminators. They were once the finest psychers in the Thousand Suns Legion, bodyguards to Magnus the Red himself. Reduced to dust along with their brethren, they now possess only an echo of their previous intellect. They stride into battle at the behest of their sorcerous masters, advancing with an eerie, stoic calm. Clad in ornate armour, they bear down on the foe in near silence until their weaponry is unleashed. Then the sickening sound of Kopesh blades and Inferno combi bolters tearing into the flesh rings out, delivering death to those who insult the warriors of Prospero with their resistance. Pretty cool, right? I'm getting attacked by a bug. And now the bug is dead. Victory! Blood for the Blood God. So let's sleeve those up. Plenty of duplicates. Hey, maybe when I've opened all the packs, I'll do a giveaway of all the duplicates. Figure out how to send stuff to America or Canada or wherever you might be. And I'm going to make some YouTube shorts out of these pack openings. I think that might be quite cool. Get some eyes pointed towards the channel. Did you enjoy the flavor text from the back of the card that I read? What did you think? Haha, Canada! He mentioned Canada. Nobody ever talks about Canada, but he did. Well, you're here. You're representing Canada, Jeremy. Yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. Shorts would be a great idea, and the text was a nice touch. Yeah, maybe I'll. Yeah, that could be cool. I could do pack opening shorts, but then also do some flavor text shorts as well. Lots to think about. It sounds like I'm going to have a very busy weekend doing all of this, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay. Your two favourite YouTubers are from Canada as well? Wow. Right then, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, Xenos, everybody. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I am now going to go and get some sleep. And I'll be back streaming tomorrow. Edit the best parts of your stream for even longer format videos. Yeah, maybe I will. I mean, this is only... Let's have a think. This is probably like my 20th Warhammer stream, maybe? Maybe not even that. Yeah, something like that anyway. So, I'm still learning. We're all learning. We're having a good time. And long may that continue. So, thank you for the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Any questions or suggestions, stick it in the Discord, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you soon. Cheers, Hazmat. Cheers, Jeremy. Cheers, JJ. Have a good one. See ya.